who do you actually pray to? What were you thinking when you saw that title? What was your first thoughts? Look, you might be thinking, hey, this guy's gonna ask me, who am I praying to? What type of God am I praying to? What type of idol am I praying to? Am I praying to like that golden calf that Aaron built himself? Hey, imagine that. Yo. Nah, that is not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about no sun god. Yo, check that out. Oh, yo. So, all those random things, bro. We know that that's not what we're supposed to be praying to. Like, those are just random things. Like, a sun is just a sun. A golden calf is just a golden calf. In the Bible, it says we're supposed to pray to God, right? And so, let me ask you again. Who do you actually pray to? When you wake up in the morning, all right? And your eyes are crusty, full of nasty garbage because you have allergies. You grab your eyelids, you rip them open, each one. When you do that, and you get up, who do you pray to? You pray to God, right? And maybe when you're going down to eat, you're going down to eat your meal, right? You have your table, you have an anchovy pizza right in front of you, it smells delicious, the aromas, woo! And then you say a quick prayer like, yo, dear God. Do you say that? Do you pray to God? Do you actually pray to God? Or do you pray to yourself? Have you already come up with a plan for your prayer before you even say amen? Then what's the point? And I'm not saying here like, yo, you shouldn't try to solve your problems in life and just like leave it up to God. Now, I'm not saying that. If like, say for example, bro, you're going on your journey, right? You have your horse in front of you, you're riding your chariot, and you stumble across this little bump in the road. The chariot goes a bit whack, horse goes wild, heads down the ditch and falls down the ditch, just rolls down. And you're like falling down too. And you see your horse is at the bottom of this ditch, right by the creek. You're on this road, and you still have like a few hundred miles to go. If you leave that horse there, you're gonna die. Are you gonna go sit there and pray when you know what you have to do? You just have to get your horse out of this ditch. Simple as that. So when you have these problems to solve in life, I'm not saying don't try to solve them. But what I am saying is that when you are praying, especially when it comes to things that you really need help for, then what's the point of praying when you already think like, yeah, I'm gonna try to solve this myself? What's the point then? What's the point of prayer when you don't even have faith that your prayer is gonna do anything once you're still even saying the words? Like, what's the point of praying when you don't even believe God's gonna be doing anything here? And so while you're saying these words, in your head you're thinking, okay, how am I gonna solve this problem? How am I gonna handle this situation on my own? But you continue praying because you know in your head, like, this is gonna make me a good Christian. If I take off this habit, if I do this thing that the Bible tells me so, I'm gonna be a good Christian. The next time you go on your toilet to pray, I want you to say these words, your will be done. I want you to have faith in that. Instead of trying to solve problems ourselves, instead of having no faith in our prayers, but just doing it just automatically, I want you to say your will be done. And actually have faith, actually trust God in that. Because I think that if we can't say those words, then look, like a lot of our desires are probably really corrupted because we can't trust God. And so we need to give up. We need to let go of the things we hold on to so tightly. We need to start surrendering and stop resisting. True prayer is not to ourselves and praying and then thinking like, yeah, this is not going to work. This is not going to do anything. I'm going to have to solve this problem myself. True prayer is to God, right? And remember that. Remember who you're praying to. You're not praying to yourself. And if you're praying to yourself all the time, of course, like, these problems are going to suck. You're not going to be able to handle them. But give it up to God. And of course, that means taking actions as well. Not just sitting there all day long on your couch eating Cheetos. That's not going to do anything either. So there needs to find a balance here. But you need to have faith while you're praying. Instead of praying and thinking like, these are just words. This is not going to do anything. Because then, if you don't have faith, bro, nothing's going to happen, bro. Imagine we get to a point in our prayer life where we are actually called a man of prayer or a woman of prayer. How cool would that be? How cool would it be if we created a culture of prayer where we're actually praying to God instead of praying to ourselves, instead of just saying some words in our head to ourselves right before we go to sleep at night? But that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. But if you like this one, check out this video as well. But that's it for me. Just remember, if anyone then knows the good they ought to do and doesn't do it, It is sin for them, so please kill the flesh.